Hello there, my name is Hector. Thank you for joining us on our second video of our series, The Mental Approach to the Game of Baseball. In this video, we will be talking about the catching position. We're going to go over a couple of things, including the rhythm and tempo of the game, giving signs, catching and using your gears, handling your defensive position around the plate, dealing with your umpire or your coach, and mainly your pitcher, your relationship with your pitcher. Before we go into further details, I am going to mention the intangible, the most important things that make you a great catcher, a good catcher at all levels. And this is something that is not quantitative. You cannot put an amount, a number. It's not tangible. You cannot measure it just by looking at it. It is a special demeanor, an aptitude, an attitude that is required of a catcher. For example, the catching position should be given to someone that is not going to complain about how hot it is, how tight the uniform is, how uncomfortable the gear is, how many times he gets hit by a ball, how many times he has to shuffle and dive behind home plate. How the pitcher is not throwing strikes, how the defense is not making plays, how often he has to chase balls behind to the fences and coming back running and down ready for the next pitch. For a young coach looking for one of his players to put behind home plate, make sure that you look for one of these intangibles before you think about, fielding, catching, and receiving, and the size and blocking. That gonna comes on later. But if these other qualities are not in, you're not gonna have a good catcher, regardless of what type of physical skills the catcher may have. Now, the catcher is responsible, along with his pitcher, for starting and maintaining the rhythm and tempo of the game. The rhythm that is not too fast, that is not too slow, that allowed the pitcher to throw quality pitches with command and control, attacking the batter, always putting on his defense, ready to either take pitch for strike or swing the bat and pull the ball in play. A very important role started with the pitcher is mainly to keep the defense behind the pitcher involved on every pitch, on every play. Too slow is not good, too fast is not good. Okay, so you find the rhythm and tempo, keep it throughout the game. One of the most important physical skills of a catcher, as the name of the position suggests, is to catch the ball. Use his glove to catch any pitches the pitcher throws if it's in the air, and block anything else that he cannot catch cleanly with his glove using his chest protector. As a catcher, you will be using a special gear, a big strong helmet, chest protector, most likely some knee and shin protector, and maybe some instep guard to protect you against a foul tip, a bouncing ball, or to aid you, to help you as you dive and dash behind the plate, trying to corral, to block wild pitches. So again, the most important physical skill of a catcher is to catch anything the pitcher throws cleanly, if possible, with his glove, and block everything else, or chase, block or chase. To your pitcher, you should give the level of confidence that you are a wall, that he is throwing to a brick wall. You are either going to catch the pitch or you are going to block it. So the pitcher should have the level of confidence that he could throw anything he has in his arsenal, and you are going to do the rest. When catching, you want to avoid excessive glove movements behind the plate. For example, if the pitch is a strike, you don't have to do anything. If the pitch is a ball, you don't have to do anything. Okay, be careful. Some catchers are trying to overcompensate by anything the pitcher throws. They want to try and make it look like a strike. This is a mistake. If the pitch is a ball, leave it a ball. Is it here? Don't bring it here. Leave it there. If the pitch is almost a strike, then you want to use your receiving technique, soft hands but strong hands, to guide the pitch a little bit closer to the strike zone than it actually is. For example, if you receive a pitch like over here, you want to using a soft, like Tai Chi like approach, like softening the pitch. You want to do this, you see? So from here you want to move the pitch a little bit here. Not too much, not here. Just from here, as you grab and you soften your hands, and you hold it there, just by an inch or two, okay? If it's a corner pitch, it's a corner pitch, okay? Leave the pitch where it's at. Only move it half an inch or an inch if it's very close to the strike zone. If you move the glove around too much, then you're going to lose the respect and trust of the umpire behind home plate, and then he's not going to call on the pitch because you're clowning around, you're not taking things seriously, you're moving the glove around too much. When you are receiving, make sure that you set up in a low athletic position with the glove below the strike zone, okay? So when you come up, you either catch the ball right there, or you bring it up and catch it right there, okay? If you set up a little bit too high and the ball hits the low section of the strike zone, then what's going to happen is this. You're going to do from here, you're going to go catch, and then you're going to try to bring it up. And that is too much glove movements, and that's going to confuse the umpire. So almost like hide the glove, put it in a neutral position, and then come up and catch it and hold it. Okay, hold it there for a couple of seconds, and hopefully you're going to get a called strike. As a catcher, you also have the responsibility of calling pitches and holding base runners. Depending on how many pitches your pitcher has, make sure that you talk to your pitchers before, during, and after each game to go over special signs, a special pitch that he likes to throw depending on the count. Make sure that you go over all the stuff. Never get cross up, never wait for the last minute to come up with that stuff to talk about it. If you're not sure on something, call timeout, walk over to your pitcher and make sure that you guys are on the same page. Do not get cross up. So for example, if the pitcher has two fastballs, maybe one high spin fastball, one lower spin fastball, just come up with two signs. Whatever you come up with. It doesn't matter what they are. The thing here is to avoid a cross up. If you agree on a lower spinning fastball, your pitcher should throw a lower spinning fastball. If you agreed on a high spinning fastball, then the pitcher should throw that pitch and nothing else. Otherwise, you're going to get cross up. A ball is going to pass, is going to hit you, you're going to throw a wild pitch, and things are not going to go well. And then something gets developed there where you and your pitcher are not in sync. And if you're not in sync, you are against each other, and that's not a good combination. As the catcher, you are also expected to defend the area around home plate, especially on bunts, on blocked pitches, obviously, or on ball hit weakly in front of the plate or between home plate, the pitcher, home plate, first base, and home plate and third base. You, the catcher, especially have the vantage point that you are moving towards the pitch, and that momentum carries you over towards the throw. Unlike an infielder who has to come into where the ball is at, field the ball, then spin and throw, has a more difficult job to perform, unless there is going to be a potential play at the plate, in which case you do not leave the plate. The first line of defense is, of course, blocking and catching pitches at the plate, but if the ball is put in play and you happen to block it, you should be able to get up quickly, field the ball, and make the out the right base. Your relationship with the umpire. You and the umpire are involved on every pitch. Just like you, he is squatting back there, tired, your pitcher's not throwing anything, it's difficult to call pitches, especially when your pitcher is struggling. Okay, sometimes, for example, when your pitcher is walking, I don't know, like 4 or 5 batters in a row, everyone on the stadium loses trust that your pitcher will ever be able to throw strikes. And so happens that when the pitcher actually happens to throw one of the strikes, it's missed, including the umpire. Misses it because he was not ready. He was caught by surprise. A simple and very diplomatic way of arguing balls and strike is, as you get up to throw the ball back to your pitcher, you could halfway turn around and tell Blue that you thought that ball was a strike. Tell him that your pitcher is actually able to throw strikes, and please take a better look at it next time. And because you did not show him off, he is going to make sure that he is more careful and that he will give you those called strikes. As the catcher, you are also the pitcher's psychiatrist, the doctor, therapist, counselor. So make sure that you know when your pitcher needs a little bit of therapy. Call timeout. Just walk over there. Sometimes you don't have to say anything at all. Sometimes the best message is the one that is not spoken. Nothing is said. Just go over, pick up some dirt, talk about dinner, and just let them know, hey man, I just came here to see how you're doing, to see what you want me to buy you after the game. Buy you a slice of pizza or something, or what? Okay, let's go. We're gonna get this guy, and let's get out of here. Okay, like that. Do not scream at him. He's already feeling bad as it is already. So screaming just gonna make him stress, and it's gonna make him throw more pitches out of the strike zone. Okay. So again, you are the pillar, you are the wall, you are the most important player on the team, and only the best player, the coach on the field, should be given the position of catcher. A lot of them at least, Major League managers were one time catchers themselves, and it's because the catcher is the brain, is the coach actually on the field in gear. Okay, and I said before, that relationship, that communication between the catcher and the coach helps the catcher learn how to coach, so eventually they'll become coach and managers themselves. Defend your position, communicate players to the infielders, call meeting, be a wall behind the plate, be a wall. Make sure that you give your pitcher trust to throw anything. Let him know, just throw it, I'll catch him, I'll block it. One of your skills is also giving your pitcher the confidence to focus on the batter at the plate. Let him know via sign, via meeting, via whatever, that not to worry about the guys on base, to leave him up to you. You will let him know when to step off, when to come home, when to delay, when to throw over. Give your pitcher enough confidence to mainly focus on the batter and not to worry about the past. The guys on base, nothing he could do, let's worry, let's concentrate on the batter at the plate. So I'd like to thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching again. My name is Hector.